Chapter 24. The boat sways back and forth on the ocean's surface, heading into the morning horizon. Though the sight of the warm orange sky is beautiful and calming, Hotaru and the others have their hands tightly bound together. The dozens of surrounding sailors keep a clear eye on them as they are strapped together by their torsos against the mast of the ship. Hotaru, Aziza, and Fedir are relaxed for the situation, thanks to the removal of the bags covering their vision and the hours of brainstorming amongst themselves. Isamu, however, refuses to stop his struggle. Hotaru has told him several times to stop, worrying they might kill him for his rage. His grunts flow along with the gusts of wind, and the others get pressed against the hard wood each time he lunges. "Please stop, Isamu. You will only burn through your strength," Aziza begged. "That's not gonna happen. I won't patiently lay around for them to kill us." "Don't you think if they were going to kill us, they would have done it already?" Isamu finally stops. Hotaru takes a relieving breath. "Huh? I thought the same thing too," Hotaru added, thankful her body is safe from slamming against the mast. "They must want something out of us. You think it might be gold, since we have connections to Grandma?" "Maybe," Hotaru pondered aloud. "Ransom seems the most obvious reason, but could they have not really been able to swarm her easily? Something about this doesn't seem right." She turned her eyes over to Fedir. He appears to be resting as his eyes are closed, completely still like a monk praying. "Are you okay, Fedir? I would think if anyone would freak out, it would be you." He reveals his brown eyes to them. They are focused deeply at the stairwell, heading towards the cabins in the lower deck. "I was just wondering as well. It sounds like they don't want to hurt us." "Yeah, right. They had no problem clocking me in the head." "That's true. But why keep you alive if it's gold they are after? All they need is one of us as a bargaining chip for Pimiko," Aziza chimed. "Because if they killed me, Grandma would refuse their trade. She would destroy this whole ship and its crew without a second thought." "Do you believe Pimiko stands a chance against a whole crew of pirates? After what she did to Robin Hood, I doubt anything can really stand in her way," Hotaru interjected. "Would you lot shut your yaps?" a pirate shouted from across the deck. "Why don't you make me?" Isamu snapped back. "Run that by me again," the burly pirate responds, stomping towards the mast. "Enough!" Everyone turns their heads to the stairs that lead to the lower deck. Heavy boots make their way up, and the person that stands before them is the captain. However, she is different. Her silk hair is short and black, with a section covering one of her hazel eyes. Along with her yellow bandana with a tattoo-like design, her pirate's coat is a deep pink, with the trousers being a murky brown, and her hobble is gone as she stands and walks proud. Unlike her men, her skin is clean and her grin is bright. Her beauty is reminiscent of a siren, alluring unsuspecting innocents into her trap. It's hard to believe this is the captain. She has transformed from a bumbling drunk, looking for an easy pay, to a confident and cunning leader. "My apologies, Captain," the sailor begged. Without a word, she nods her head over to the tied-up group. The sailor darts towards them, untying their bindings before returning to his post. They rub their wrists gently to relieve some of the pain from the tight, scratchy rope, yet it is futile. Hotaru has red rings wrapped around her wrists, likely to stay for a while. "Stay where you are, or I will gun you down," she ordered, placing her hand on the flintlock's handle on her waist, tightly tucked in the pocket of a shining belt. "What is it you want from us?" Hotaru asked. "So you lot have already figured it out then? If that's the case, let's get straight into it. The ship is setting sail for the isolated kingdom of Edina, and I want one of you to infiltrate and steal the castle's treasure, the bottomless pot." Hotaru is stunned by her request. Never would she have guessed something so strange. "You captured us because you want us to steal a pot? What makes this pot so important? That's none of your business." "Then we refuse," Isamu interrupted. She pulls out the gun and cocks it. "Is that so?" Well, unfortunately, you don't have much of a choice. The nearby sailors swarm them like bees, withdrawing their weapons as well. Their cutlasses shine in the morning sun. I like myself the feisty ones. She chuckled with a flirtatious charm. Maybe you have what it takes to excite me. But as for the rest of your party, I'm afraid they are sitting ducks without their weapons. So that's what you want then? Isamu shouted, glaring down at the nearest sailor, ready to strike at a moment's notice. You want us to ruin our name for the sake of getting you some worthless item? I'd rather take my chances with you rotten sea slugs than a royal army. With her offhand, she takes from her coat the red orb, similar to the green orb. She tosses it up from her palm, catching it over and over. She grins at Isamu, toying with him as she winks. I like your style and thinking, kid. Many of my own men could use that kind of bravery in this line of work. However, this will change your mind. Fedir jumps in. I knew it. You are the pirates that took the orb from the pyramid, replacing it with the magic key. Is that what that map was? Isamu belted. Weeks ago, Isamu brought up a map they found in the pyramid. He said it had 6 dotted locations on what he presumed was the world map. So this crew of pirates is after them. Aren't you a clever priest? The truth is, I know your mission as well, and without this you can kiss fighting Baramos goodbye. If you understand the stakes the orb holds, then why keep it away from us? She scoffs, shrugging her arms. What Baramos does is not my concern. He's going to destroy the world, Hotaru blurted. You saw it yourself. What he has done to the land, and the monsters that roam free. I told you, my crew and I aren't concerned with his plans. If that tyrant dare comes after us, we will put him back in his place. Hotaru's teeth grit and her fist curl. You're an idiot if you think you have what it takes to push back against him. And you think a lousy bunch of kids can? You couldn't even manage a resistance against a group of rogues out at sea. Fedir places his hand on her shoulder. We can't convince her. She is set in her ways. He stands firm, facing the captain. But while you may not be scared, something tells me you're relying on that gun as a last resort. You some sort of psychic or something? Because you talk with mighty confidence that I won't put a bullet in your head. She redirects her gun back to him. You help us, and we give you the orb. Deal? What do we need to do? Fedir asked. Hotaru is shaking and breathless. She's afraid of one wrong move and they are done. But Fedir is stalwart. He doesn't cower or shy away from the barrel of the gun. He stares down death like a fearless warrior. It's like he can read her mind and is anticipating her next move. She scoffs. As I stated, you will sneak in and grab the bottomless pot. We will dock not far from the castle, and we will wait until dawn for your return. Otherwise, we will assume you failed. And how exactly do you expect us to get in without being seen? With this, she puts away the red orb in exchange for a vegetable. It looks like a carrot with the color of a potato. There is also a huge hole in the center making it appear like a bracelet. This is a fading Jenny. Eat the whole thing and you will turn invisible for a brief amount of time. Unfortunately, I don't know its exact location, but its effect should last long enough for entry and exit. Isamu flinches back. That's outlandish. That looks like any other crop. How are we supposed to believe you're telling the truth? You will have to trust me. She speaks the truth, Fedir added. Isamu looks to Fedir, but the conviction he holds couldn't be stronger. Isamu lowers his voice. Okay. And even if it does what you say, how many of those do you have? Just the one. The sale price on these things are a fortune, but I only need one of you to go in, and my coin for the best candidate is the silver-haired one. Aziza snaps her head up. The whole time she appeared to be lost. Why me? No need to play a fool. I've seen your capabilities on that pier in Ortega. Your speed is perfect for a get-in, get-out kind of operation. I won't allow it. Either we all go or no one goes. It's okay, Isamu. I will do it. But how do we know this isn't a trick? If you get captured, we have no way of rescuing you. I won't get captured. There's too much on the line for me to blunder. She takes a step forward. I will go, but you must promise to keep my friends safe, regardless of the outcome. It's a done deal and a promise. She places her gun back into her holster, and the sailors return to their post. We will arrive by sunset. I suggest you lot rest until then. Your rooms are still vacant, so it's best you wait there unless you wish to sleep out here. She tosses the fading Jenny to Aziza and waves her off as she heads down the stairs. Aziza stares deeply at the vegetable, while the others gather around her, discussing their concerns, yet she is set in her ways. Hotaru wishes to find whatever words to help, but she feels useless. Nothing came out after what she said. The captain's words ring in her mind. Those words weigh heavy. Could she truly win against evil when others are more deserving of her title? The world needs a fearless hero and leader, not a young girl who is way over her head.